Okay, so here's this image of this guy, Lee Hayward, that I found on Flickr under Creative Commons. So thank you, Lee, for offering your image up to Creative Commons. I'm going to come over here to the layer here, double click on the locked background layer, and we'll just call this layer Lee. And we're going to use some of these healing tools right here, all right? The first one I want to select is the spot healing tool. Okay, now, the spot healing tool will blend the spot you're removing. It'll actually take pixels from the surrounding area and then blend them into that area. Okay, so for example, let's see, there's this little red spot right here. I can kind of go like that, and it's cleaned it up quite a bit, just like that. Okay, let's see, there's a little like spot or freckle thing right here. I can kind of go like that, and it's gone. See that? Okay, so this is why everybody looks perfect in magazines when you're in the grocery store, right? And you see all those people that look absolutely flawless. Yes, they're faking it. Okay, so that is how you use the spot healing tool. Now let's look at the next one down, the healing brush tool. The healing brush tool is very, very similar to the spot tool, but I can actually target a specific area and then use the area I targeted to blend. For example, it looks like he's got a little white scar right here. Okay, he bumped his head or something. If I hit Option, my brush turns into that little crosshairs, right? And I can click on that selection and then come over here and then take those pixels there and paint right here, like so, okay? And this is where it comes in really handy to make sure you have a very soft brush instead of a hard brush, okay? So turn that down, and again, you can adjust your sizes just like this, okay? And so I'm going to come right here and select, okay? And I'm going to move over, and you can see how it's dragging the skin around like that, okay? That's what you're doing, is you targeted an area and you're going to kind of repaint over with those pixels. Okay, so let's go ahead and, well, let's revert all the way back to the beginning. Okay, so now we've reverted back, and I'm going to go ahead and unlock this layer. We'll call this layer Lee. And I can use the spot healing brush. I'm going to select right here and bring my size down a bit. I can use the spot healing brush to heal this little spot right here too by clicking the crosshairs, selecting that area, and then painting over it like so. Okay, so they're real similar tools. One you're just targeting, one you're just blending the surrounding pixels. Okay, and I can kind of do the same thing right here, just a little bit. Okay, again, take out the red right there and just kind of match it with the colors next to it. Okay, like so. All right. Yep, that works. Again, let's see here. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do is select the patch tool. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in here, and there's this little scar right here, and I can actually just go around that scar, and then I can select and drag, and it's like dragging another layer of him underneath, okay, and then letting go, and it kind of blends it in a little bit. Okay, like so. All right, so that's using the patch tool. Okay, and that's probably enough of picking on Lee here. So what I'm going to do now is switch over to the Content Aware tool, and I'm going to pick out a new image. So open, and there's this beach image that would be pretty good for that. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the Content Aware Move tool. So I've got this image of Eileen standing here on the beach, and I'm going to just click and drag and trace around her like so, grab her and move her over just a little bit, okay? And there, see that? How it moved her over? It moved her over a little bit. And it just filled in this area with the pixels surrounding it, okay? And of course, if a scene's really complex, this won't work as well. Let's see. I can also, right here, just grab this these footprints right here and then just move them over here like so. Okay, and see, it actually moved them up here, and of course the colors don't quite match, so you do have to watch the lighting and things like that. But that's how this tool works. Being able to move Eileen like that seemed to work pretty well. Maybe we'll try moving her over here, like right there. And she jumped over here. Okay, and we'll move her back over here like so. And it just fills in the area with the pixels, okay? It's a pretty nice tool, and it comes in really handy at certain times. Okay, so the next tool down here is the red eye tool. So I'm going to actually have this woman with red eyes right here, and I don't actually use this tool. I tend to use some other tools down here instead to do this, but you can use the red eye tool, and you just click and drag over the red eye, okay? And all it does is desaturate that area, okay? Like so. Whoops. Click and drag. There we go. Okay, it took a couple of tries there to get that, and it is a pretty small image too, but it got rid of the red in her eyes. And like I said, I don't actually use this one, but there it is. Don't save.